Hey guys, today we'll be making conch, aka lambi. So let's get started. We have a cup of water, 1 habanero and hot pepper. We have the Haitian seasoning. We have 2 tablespoons of Cajun seasoning and 2 tablespoons of tomato paste and 2 pounds of conch. First, I'll be adding my Haitian seasoning. I'm gonna mix it a little bit to get all the seasoning inside of the conch or lambi. I'm gonna add my Cajun seasoning to give it a little bit of color. Again, it's optional. You can also use Creole seasoning if that's what you have. Slap your mama if that's what you have. Either way, it still will work fine. I'm gonna mix that a little bit as well. Then I'm gonna let it sit to marinate. You can let it marinate overnight, but I let it marinate for 30 minutes because I was gonna eat it right away. And then I'm using a pressure cooker. You don't have to use a pressure cooker if you don't have a pressure cooker, but I'm using a pressure cooker. I'm gonna add all the marinade conch inside of there. I'm gonna add water because I didn't want to let all that seasoning and that bowl go to waste. So I just put the water in there, stir it a little bit so I can get all the seasoning in the bowl, and then just pour it in there. I'm gonna stir it because I'm gonna let it saute or come to a boil for a little bit before I cover it with the cover of the pressure cooker. Now that it comes to a boil, I add a little bit of salt because my Haitian seasoning don't have much salt because not everyone can eat a lot of salt, and it's a season that can be used with any kind of food, and you can add other spices in there as well. So I add the tomato paste. It's gonna have a beautiful color. Then I'm gonna add my cut up pepper. And I'm going to cover it to let it cook for 1 hour and 15 minutes. Because the pressure cooker works fast. But if you don't have a pressure cooker and you're gonna use a regular pot at your grocery store, your supermarket, you can ask the vendor to tenderize the meat for you. Like that, the time will be shortened a little bit. But since I'm using a pressure cooker, I didn't ask them to tenderize it. But you can ask them to tenderize it. The meat will be even softer, and then it won't take you like forever when you're cooking it on a regular pot. Look at that, guys. And I'm gonna add some butter since I'm turning into a little sauce. My parsley and my thyme. And then I'll add some onions and some yellow, red, and bell pepper. I'm gonna stir a little bit so all the sauce can get on the onions and the bell pepper that I just added. I added the onion last because I don't like when the onion is cooked. I want it to be a little crunchy, like when you bite into it, it's like not all softened, you know? And voila. I hope you really like this video. Stay tuned for more. Like, subscribe, and leave a comment. I'll see you next time.